In 1978, Cheryl Tiegs did a shoot for Pro Arts wearing a pink bikini. This pink bikini poster became one of the most well-known photos of the 70s and is still regarded as one of the most iconic images of 70s pop culture. In this video, we'll be talking about Cheryl Tiegs' life, childhood, and first swimsuit ad. Cheryl Tiegs was born as Cheryl Ray Tiegs in Minnesota to Phyllis and Theodore Tiegs. Her father used to work as an auto assembly lineman, but later started working as a mortician. She moved to Alhambra, California with her family in 1952. She was 5 years old at the time. According to an interview she did, she spent a lot of time on her grandparents' farm when she was little, and it had a great influence on her. When she was a senior at Alhambra High School, Tiegs never thought she'd be a model. She mentioned in an interview that she thought models were from another planet and it was just out of the realm of possibility. But at the insistence of a friend, she did a shoot for a swimsuit ad for the bathing suit manufacturer Kahlo. The ad was published in the New York-based teen magazine 17. Many people believe this is the ad that helped her break into the modeling industry. She was an English major at California State University, Los Angeles. Realizing that she was more interested in a modeling career, she decided to quit college. Early modeling success. The swimsuit ad Tiegs did for Kahlo when she was in high school caught the attention of the people working at the women's magazine Glamour. She was immediately booked for a shoot in St. Thomas with actress Ali MacGraw. She was 17 when she first appeared on the cover of Glamour. Can you imagine being featured on the cover of one of the biggest magazines at the tender age of 17? Clearly, modeling is what she was destined to do. Breakthrough and appearing on other magazines. After the big break she got because of the Glamour shoot, she was featured on several different magazines. In the same year she did the Glamour shoot, she appeared on the covers of 17 and the French magazine Elle. She later appeared on the covers of Vogue and Harper's Bazaar. She was also featured on the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, not once, but twice. She was the first model to be featured on Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue twice. She switched up her style a little when she decided to pose in a fishnet swimsuit in 1978. She went on to appear on the cover of the American weekly magazine People 4 times and on the cover of Time 3 times, flying to Kenya and becoming the new Africa Queen. A year after she appeared on Time magazine, she signed a 2-year contract with CoverGirl Cosmetics. The contract was worth $1.5 million, and it was considered the biggest contract at the time. In that same year, she met photographer Peter Beard while she was in New York. Beard had a ranch in Kenya. Tiegs traveled with him to Kenya to explore and photograph the management and destruction of African wildlife. She married Beard in 1981. They traveled back and forth between the U.S. and Kenya for 4 years. Tiegs said Africa is one of her favorite destinations, and she has fond memories of the time she spent with Beard in Kenya. She describes her time in Kenya as one of her most important adventures. Tiegs and Beard's work was featured in an episode of The American Sportsman called Africa, End of the Game. The episode won an Emmy Award. Look magazine called Tiegs the New Africa Queen. Starting a clothing line and other businesses. Tiegs partnered with Sears to launch her own line of clothing and accessories. Her collection went on to make a profit of $1 billion in 1989. Time magazine featured her on their cover with the title Sassy Sears. In 1995, she created Cheryl Tiegs Sportswear, which sold on the TV network QVC. She also launched a line of wigs and hair accessories for Revlon. Acting career. In 2012, she appeared on the show Celebrity Apprentice as a contestant. She also starred in the comedy shows Just Shoot Me and Girls Behaving Badly. She starred in Family Guy as herself numerous times. She also hosted a travel adventure series called Pathfinder's Exotic Journeys for the Travel Channel. She regularly appeared on The Oprah Winfrey Show. Some other shows she's appeared on include The Today Show, Access Hollywood, and Extra. She's also starred in some films, including the 2004 experimental film The Brown Bunny and the 2007 comedy film Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story. She made an exercise video for Sports Illustrated. It was called Aerobic Interval Training. She's the spokeswoman for Deepak Chopra's show Renewal, A Time for You. Activism. Cheryl Tiegs is a philanthropist who's been active in the philanthropic community for quite a long time. She's an ambassador for the International Planned Parenthood Foundation, and she's a spokeswoman for the City of Hope. She is a huge supporter of the Macula Vision Research Foundation, I Am Waters, and the Farrah Fawcett Foundation. She's also an environmentalist who's been consistently advocating for action on climate change. She's made an expedition to the Arctic and lived there for 10 days. In one interview, she said, "I was able to see the Barnes ice cap melting. I was able to talk to the Inuits and find out how they feel and how they're surviving." She's on the board of Earth Conservation Corps, an organization that encourages children to clean up their surroundings. She promoted awareness of zero emissions by driving a hydrogen-powered fuel cell vehicle for 3 months as part of an environmental program by General Motors. She also made an appearance on Living with Ed to encourage environmentally conscious living. Access Hollywood named her Green Star of the Week. What has she been up to lately? Cheryl Tiegs is widely regarded as the first American supermodel. She was inducted into the Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Issue's 40th Anniversary Hall of Fame. In 2008, she was listed as one of the 50 most beautiful people in the weekly magazine People, and one of the 100 hottest women of all time in Men's Health magazine in 2012. She lived in Bel Air, California for some time, but in 2015 she put her house up for sale. She lives with her 3 sons, Zachary, and twins, Theo and Jaden. She was married 4 times. Her last marriage ended in 2001, and she hasn't remarried since. In a 2017 interview, she said she hasn't been working on any projects. She said, "I think about writing a book every once in a while, but sometimes I get sick of talking about myself." She mentioned that she's taking some time off now because she's been working since she was 17. She still travels a lot. Prior to the 2017 interview, she traveled to Iceland. She sometimes visits Minnesota, where she was born. When asked about her definition of style and what it means to her, she said style means enveloping yourself in a world that is attractive to you. Did you have a crush on her while growing up? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure you press that subscribe button.